Good evening, YouTube. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? ASD, I saw your message. I did reply to it. Have fun. Have a good stream. We'll catch you later. Take care, buddy. So, any of you people that are watching the live later on, if you're into the painting and stuff like that, and watching any of my tutorials, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, a question, whatever you need. Let me know what you need, what you'd like to see, and we'll see what we can do. That's what we're here for. Whether you want to see more acrylic or oil painting or traditional, wet on wet, uh, knife painting, whatever, combination of both, let me know. It always helps to let me know what you all want to see. About this channel is about what you want to see and what you want to learn and what you want to do. Also, not just what I want to do. I'm here for you guys to learn, and that's the whole objective. So feel free to ask me questions. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share it with your friends, family, whoever. Even if they'd like to come in and just join us for the live chat every night. And we do other things too, obviously, because I did change the name to Kimcast Art and More. The more is pretty much covers whatever else we decide to put in. Possibly some other crafts at some point. Been trying to talk my wife into doing a video or two on a couple crafts that she does, but haven't quite got there yet. Trying. But she's a bit camera shy. So the odds aren't very good. But maybe if I could get her to do a craft and be sneaky and hide a camera while she's doing the craft, maybe she'd let me put it up. I have no idea. Or I might get murdered or beat up or something. What's up, Ken? How you doing, buddy? ASD is off to do a stream for Twitch. I'm assuming Recon will probably be here tonight too. Probably one of the few nights he'll be on until he starts working, depending on whether he actually gets on that other schedule or not. So I'll leave it up to you to do all the talking tonight. How's that sound? We'll just pull you in and you can get up here and get on video and chat with everybody along with me. Give me a break. Sound good? Don't be shy. LOL, huh? Well, that's not very encouraging. I was up most of the night tonight. I was afraid I wouldn't get up early enough. I kept waking up. Didn't get much sleep at all. I did get about an hour's nap earlier before the live. That's about it. I told my wife, wake me up in an hour. She woke me up in an hour. I did not want to get up. I almost pulled what Recon accused me of once and just said, I don't feel like doing a live tonight. Which I haven't done that yet, but I almost pulled that one. But I did meet the guy and got the guitar. We did do the trade. Before I went to meet him, I had to go to the dump. I'd forgotten about that until last night. I remembered I had to go to the dump. I had to go to the dump because my wife had me put some trash in the car, in bags, of course. And the recycling place is only open on certain days, certain hours, so that was the time to do it. So I had to make a stop there first. Stopped at Hardee's and grabbed a little breakfast. So I had plenty of time. I didn't have to meet him till like 10. I knew it wouldn't take me more than 45 minutes to get there. And I left at like 8 o'clock. Although he did arrive a little bit earlier than he said he would. Of course, I did tell him, I warned him I would be there waiting for him. So he probably hurried a little bit. So, this is the little beauty we got right here. This is a Taylor, as you can see by the name. This is what a $2,200 guitar looks like from Taylor. Very, very expensive, but a beautiful guitar. Mahogany top. This is some kind of like an Indonesian black wood or something on the back and the sides, which contributes to the tone. Beautiful guitar, not a scratch on it. It's in perfect condition. It's immaculate. So I got a hell of a good deal. Yes, it's a very expensive one, and that's one of the reasons I traded. Plus, the 12 string was a bit hard on my hands because I do have carpal tunnel, and I wanted something a little easier to play. And that one's really kind of like a parlor guitar. It's smaller with the studio here. It's a lot smaller in here, so don't take up so much room. I don't have to worry about banging it up against things and messing it up. And the main thing is the value. It's that guitar, the cheapest one you can find on eBay used is $1,600. I paid $1,100 for the other one. Used, I could probably get $800. So I made out like a bandit, really. But it's actually it's a USA made guitar. Mine was made in Mexico. Being USA made makes it even worth even more and more sought after. And this one here is actually a limited edition. They didn't make that many of them. And it's 2017 model. So it's 4 years old, which makes it really actually better. Some people think, well, it's older, but when it comes to a guitar, Taylor or Martin, any of the top line guitars, even Yamaha, Fender, the older the guitar is, the better they sound. So this has got 4 years of playing on it, 4 years of age. So it makes it sound even better than when it was new. And it's electric. You can plug it in. Well, ain't that nifty? It shows we got 0 people here. Ken, you're not even a person anymore. You're a 0. I guess I'm a 0. I didn't log my wife in yet. Let me see if I can. My internet sucks again, so we'll see. Maybe I can get her in, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll at least get her in and make her watch the commercial. Why not? Yeah, it's a lot of money, but Taylor makes guitars that are over $10,000. Now that's a lot of money. That would be way out of my budget line forever, you know. And even more, I think there's even some that's even more than that. I'd have to look them up. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a Taylor that was $15,000. But it's all specialty wood, specialty tone, superb sound. Someone that was a real professional out on the road might want to play. Although most professionals that I've ever met, and I've met plenty of them, they don't bring a real expensive guitar on the road usually. No, and I'm talking, probably not more than a $2,000 or $3,000 value guitar. Because the last thing you want to do is be doing a concert. Say you were doing a rock concert and you got mobbed and somebody trampled your equipment and you're on a $15,000 guitar. That's the last thing you want to get damaged. So you find something that's of really good quality to play that's a lot cheaper. And the Taylor name and Martin both actually for acoustic, they don't make bad guitars. They just don't make bad ones. They're all good. But they all have different tones, different sounds. So you have to get the one that you want to have the sound you want to have. Might be a little more bassy, might be brighter, or might have a little bit of both. Might be softer or louder, or they've all got different characteristics. Yeah, I even put the green screen up tonight. I tried not to be too lazy. Put the green screen up. Maybe we'll get some others in tonight. Like maybe Yvette will come on, or Minnie, Trinity, maybe, who knows? We'll see. Thought I had a message here, but I guess I don't. So what are we up to today, Ken? You been goofing off all day? Well, I don't know if I'm lagging too much or not, but let me check my speed test again. It was pretty low earlier. Had a tad bit of trouble with my daggum camera. Although I actually knew I would, so I made sure I pulled it up earlier. 0.35 download. That's still pretty bad. Upload's not looking very impressive either. Well, it's more impressive than the download still. 0.76, 0.77 upload, which is not too bad. It's strange. I made my wife watch the commercials. I removed her, I left the video, went to Facebook, brought YouTube back up, put it back on, and it's making her watch the ads again. That's great. I love it. What's up, Recon? You're late. You're late, Recon. We all know. That's what you need for the bees, a machine gun. That'd get them all ticked off, that's for sure. Oh no, you're like way late. You're way late. You're 16 minutes late. Buck a minute, buddy. Buck a minute. Here I went through the trouble of putting up the green screen again, just for you, and you're late. 16 minutes. I was telling Ken, unless you heard it before you announced yourself, I was up most of the night. I couldn't sleep. I was afraid I wouldn't get up early like I needed to, which made me sleep not very well at all. I had to go meet that guy this morning that wanted to trade guitars. But I had to go to the dump first, or the recycling place, because my wife had me put some trash in the back of the trunk, which was starting to get a bit smelly. So I said, yeah, I got to get this done now while it's cooler. Then I went, headed out that way to meet the guy. Like about 45-minute drive. Plus, I wanted to stop and get something for breakfast at Hardee's, which is where I was meeting him. I picked the place to go to meet. Wouldn't you know, it would be where I was going to have breakfast. I'm smart. So we got a good deal. This Taylor guitar right here. The guy must have been nuts. And I made sure I checked that thing with a fine-tooth comb. It was immaculate, just like mine was, really. I couldn't figure out, though, why he would want to trade, because the guitar he traded me was worth twice as much as mine was. It's a $2,200 guitar. Mine was $1,100. Mine brand new is $1,100. This one here used on eBay, the cheapest one is $1,600. I couldn't lose. I couldn't lose. And it wasn't just the guitar. The fact was my hands have been bothering me so much with this carpal tunnel and stuff. I was having a hard time trying to do the chords. It was hurting my hands too much. So I wasn't playing the guitar. I had decided a while back that if I could get the chance to either trade it for one of equal value or sell it and recover most of my money, that I would replace it with a Martin or another Taylor 6-string, which is basically what I did. But one that I could play. In fact, my son conveniently shows up. I haven't seen him in a month. Who plays guitar? Of course, on the same day I got the guitar. Of course, he loves Taylor too, and as soon as he saw it, he was wanting to kidnap it. But no. In fact, I had to pry it out of his hands to get him to stop playing it. So your late recon, did you at least get a crossword to do tonight? In fact, you never did tell us whether you won on the last ones or not. I didn't watch many today. I did watch one from Jonas Gatto, where he had lost he had like 3 days in a row, blank, nothing. Today he actually got a profit. I think he like doubled his money today, pretty close to it. I kind of felt sorry for him. 3 days in a row, nothing. Recon must have disappeared. He's chasing the kid. Have you watched any of his his son's videos on the slot machines? They've hit three what do you call them? Personal payouts, where the casino comes up and does a payout right there. 1,700 bucks a piece, something like that. And I just saw it tonight where I didn't see it yet, but I think supposedly they won another big jackpot. I did accidentally click on a Vegas one from somebody else, and watched them hit a jackpot for like 8,000 bucks, close to it. Yeah, hand pay. That's what I was talking about. A hand pay. 15 seconds. That's super fast. We've had it as long as 2 minutes before. Hey, we're doing great. Of course, the download is at 0.35, upload is 0.77. You should be getting my stuff before I'm getting yours. I traded guitars. Pay attention. Pay attention. Forget the taco. No tacos when I'm talking. Pay attention. I traded my 12 string for a 6 string Taylor. The one I traded for was worth twice as much as mine. I guess the guy wanted a 12 string really bad. So he really lost. He lost over $1,000 on that deal. I got the benefit of the $1,000. the one I traded for Recon, the least amount I saw one going for on eBay, which is a good reference, was $1,600. My guitar I traded for that one was 1,100. Now, how could I forget what kids are like? Now, no. You come here, and when my 15 grandkids show up and my two great grandkids, and then you tell me I forgot what kids are like. And you can take my place for a day. When we have a little family gathering, you come and take my place. I'll go fishing. You come take my place with the 15 grandkids and the two great grandkids. And then you can, when I get back, you can tell me whether I really forgot about what kids are like. I think the kid has just become your boss. That's all. Just saying. Just saying. I traded even. I traded even. No money exchanged at all. I basically got a $2,200 guitar for an $1,100 guitar. I got all the benefit. He didn't. I got by far the best end of the deal. By far. Because the guitar I got from him was immaculate. Oh, no, they don't. When we do a family thing, they're here for like 8 or 10 hours at least. At least. Dream on, Sonny. Dream on. Sometimes I wish they would go home in just a few hours or a couple hours. But usually they're around 8 or 10 hours. Because usually there's usually a cookout involved, and back at the group home had the swimming pool, and outside there was basketball, like a basketball court and swing sets and all that crap, tether balls and all kinds of a pool table on the deck, everything. So why would they go home? It was like going to an amusement park coming to the house. And then when they did go home, you got to play janitor and clean the mess. Because by the time they decided to go home, the parents, which had also been driven slap nuts and they were sick of it and wanted to just go home and put them to bed or whatever so they could relax, they all would just leave. And then guess who got to clean up the mess? And my wife in there. You're just not smart, Recon. When I had a girlfriend, or my wife was just my girlfriend, and we had, well, actually, we were married then, but if I couldn't deal with Jennifer when she was a baby, I just walked her over to my wife very calmly and put her in her hands. And I went on about my business. Evidently, you ain't got things worked out right yet. No, he took a loss. He took a big loss trading me. He was like, he's older than me. He was like 68. Probably didn't have the money to buy a 12 string because he did admit he'd been wanting one for many years. And instead of him bothering with going through the hassle of selling his and everything else, he just happened to see mine that I was willing to trade for one. and asked if I would trade for that one. So of course he sent me pictures and everything and told me everything about it that he knew. I looked it up right from Taylor from the company, priced it, checked the serial numbers, never been damaged. It was immaculate. So he wanted a 12 string. I wanted a 6 string. We both got what we wanted, but I got a way more valuable guitar. I just got lucky. That's all. I had a guy that wanted to trade me a Martin, but then he wanted me to throw in an amplifier with it, and I said, I ain't doing it. In fact, I found his guitar to be worth way less than mine. And then he wanted me to throw in an amplifier too, and I said, I ain't doing it. No way. I'm not dumb. I'd have been fine selling it for cash because I really didn't need another guitar. I could have just sold that. We could have just banked the money and used it for this winter working on the RV or whatever, getting gas and stuff, and you know things like that. A little extra money. Supplement to Social Security. I might have to try to figure out getting at least a part-time job. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do with my disabilities myself. I can't stand for that long of a period of time, and with my lungs conditions, I can't do a lot of things anymore that I used to be able to do. Yep, the terrible twos will get you. You just got him the wrong toys. You got to give him some toys that he'll want to play with more than being with you. My two boys, my wife would ask me once in a while, how come the boys don't want to come out and play with you? Because I'm smart. I bought them toys they liked even more. I haven't applied for disability. I did once a long time ago, but got turned down. I think it was just a matter of not having all the right information that I got turned down. But I probably could. Of course, you don't get the full disability because I'm getting Social Security, but it will add to it. I just didn't want to have to get the disability if I didn't have to. I was thinking unemployment would supplement us for a while until we, figured out what the heck we were going to do. We're not in any position to buy a place anymore. So I figured if we got into a low income housing or something, a senior apartment place or whatever, where they go by your income, we'd be better off because a lot of those places includes the electricity, the electric, and the utilities. And depending, I mean, there's some of them people they don't pay $50 a month, $100 a month, and everything's paid. Just buy your groceries and pay your car payment and whatever, stuff like that. But I figured that might be the only resource we would have if we want to get out of the RV, which we kind of would, you know. Well, gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Get the kid a toy that he'll want to play with, and then you'll have to fight to get his attention after a while because you know he'll be busy playing with what he likes to play with, and tell you to shove off. Poor Jennifer, when she was a baby, I tried to make a mechanic out of her. My wife was at work. We worked different shifts. I was watching her. She was a toddler. And I was working on a motorcycle. Greasy, dirty motorcycle. And Jennifer wanted to help me. Because she was only a year and a half old or something. You know, I'd get her to pick up wrenches for me and whatever and stuff. And she'd play with them. And of course, they were greasy and dirty and everything. Got grease all over her face, grease all over her. My wife got home, took one look at her, and just screamed at me for I don't even know how long it was, because I got this poor child, dirty and greasy, working with me on a motorcycle. She was having a ball. She was having the time of her life. She absolutely loved sitting there helping her daddy work on the motorcycle. Of course, she didn't do anything really, but she'd hand me a wrench now and then and stuff, and whether I needed it or not, she'd just hand me a wrench and a screwdriver and whatever, get all greasy and whatever. She was having the time of her life. My wife was livid, to say the least. But today, Jennifer can change her own oil in her car, change her own tires, and a lot of other things that she can do. Most women don't do. Checks her own oil, checks the radiator, checks all the fluids on her car, does all of that herself. So evidently, the playing with daddy when she was a toddler with wrenches helped nurture that to be more self-sufficient when it came to her own vehicles. My grandson, we bought one of them workbenches. It had, you know, like wooden hammer and stuff, and wrenches and stuff, and screws you could screw in, and all that kind of stuff. And my grandson loved that thing. He still has it. He has a ball with that thing. Keeps him occupied for hours. And it's good for his imagination. And it's good for coordination and figuring out how to do things. It's good for him. Yeah, them power wheels, they're and the four wheelers, that stuff's all expensive stuff. But yeah, if he uses it till he's 10 years old, you got your money out of it. And it probably still works. If it still works, you still got a value in it. You can give it to the little kid when he gets a little bit older. I'll give it to Ken. He could probably drive it around. I just said that to see if he was awake, Ken. Well, then why'd you bother putting it in storage if you're not willing to dig it out? Go just leave it in storage until it rots and it's no good anymore? What is wrong with you? Just get your lazy butt over there and get it out of storage. Yeah. Don't do any good if it's in storage. Got my great grandson Ezra there, Caitlin's little boy. He's gonna be a year old pretty soon. He's gonna be. She's already bought him a couple of them little riding toys in preparation for when he starts walking and can actually start getting on them and riding them. Well, if you give it to your nephew, why is it in storage? He can't play with it when it's in storage. Well, that's a hell of a gift. Yeah, you can have it, but it's in storage. Okay. Whenever I decide, by the time you're 21, I'll get it out of storage for you. Yeah. Oh my God. Listen to this. You hear this, Ken? He gives it to his nephew while it's in storage. Isn't that something? My God. Minnie, leave comments on that. I'm sure you got comments for him. Give him the devil. Poor kid. Has a nice toy like that, and it's in storage that was given to him. Can't even play with it because his mean old uncle won't go and dig it out of storage. Gee, terrible. Poor kid. Yes, it is going. Okay, you've proven your point. It's going. It's almost gone. Okay, happy now. I admit it. My memory's going. It's gone. It's not going. It is gone. My wife will tell you it's gone. You got a little fly around here somewhere. Get out of here, you little fly. One of my grandsons, my son Chris, who passed away, his little boy, who's about what is he, about 5 or 6 now, I think, 6. He actually got him one of them electric motorcycles. You charge it up. It's a motorcycle, like a trike. He absolutely loves that thing. Loves it. You didn't tell Jennifer what? ASD left just before you got here. He said, I'm leaving before Recon sees me because he's mean and ugly, and he left. Ask Ken, he'll tell you. No, he's doing a live stream on. He did come in and told me and Ken that he wouldn't be here. He's doing a live stream on Twitch. I assume he's doing a gaming live stream of some kind. But he did come in and tell us, which was nice of him. I want to know where the other 50 people are that should be in here right now. I want you to go out and find them. All 50 of them, and bring them in here. I'll stay for another hour, even though I'm totally exhausted and tired. Go get the other 50 people. I'll stay for another hour, maybe 2. So get on it. You ain't telling nothing she don't already know. She already knows that. That's just what she'll tell you. She'll say, I've known about that for years. You got to tell me that. she thinks that I forget who she is. Which, you know, if she comes over and she says she wants some money or something, I just ask her who the hell she is. I've never seen her before. And that's what I tell her. Ken fell asleep at the phone. Wake up, Ken. I was playing the guitar a while ago and he fell asleep. My kids have trouble figuring out whether I'm serious or I'm joking sometimes. It's like Nancy come over yesterday, the day before. It was in the morning. She didn't want to go to the store yet. And she comes in and she goes, Dad, can I borrow a pack of cigarettes? And I immediately go, no. And she just looks at me like she's in shock. And then I give her a pack. The last comment was when she was explaining that she just had another grandchild. She became a grandmother, so she's been busy with that, trying to spoil the grandbaby and all that stuff, you know. But evidently, she still watches the live streams, so she can still keep you in line. So she does do that, and wake up Ken once in a while. Wake up, Ken. They're coming for you. The nursing home is called. They're sending several people. They're coming to get you. You better get up and run. Yeah, I don't know. She may pop in at some point here. Who knows? I smoke one called Native. That's not supposed to have all the nasty chemicals in them that most of the other ones have. These. And they're actually kind of close to a Marlboro. My wife smokes them too, and they're a lot cheaper. They're like half the price of all the other ones. Way cheaper. But it still tastes normal. Holy moly! Download 1.92 megabits per second. Upload 1.07 megabits per second. Well, throw me into shock. Yeah, I've been going with a little bit of a turmoil in my head about that because a lot of times I want one while we're doing a live. And I keep thinking, well, maybe it will offend. I don't know how it could offend anybody because they're not sitting there smelling it. So it shouldn't really bother anybody if I do smoke during a live. But I've tried not to. I've really tried not to. Minnie caught me once. Evidently, I lit one up at the end and I wasn't offline quite all the way. And she's like, "Did I see you smoking a cigarette?" I was like, I was going to go, no. But I fessed up. Said, yeah. Yeah, it is pipe tobacco. My wife and I did roll them for a while because it was cheaper, but it's too much work. It's just a pain in the butt. It really is. And it takes quite a while to roll a pack. So, you know, you smoke half a pack while you're rolling the one pack. You're not getting ahead. And after the first few times, I bought like two of the machines. After the novelty of the first couple of times my wife did it, she stopped. And all of a sudden, I found myself rolling them for me and for her. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. If you're going to smoke them, you can roll them yourself. She goes, no, I won't. I'll just go buy some. That's exactly what she did. And you did smoke, if I remember right. You quit, right? I think Ken did too. Ken may still smoke. I don't know. I thought Ken quit though. Most of the people in my family smoke too. My brother did, who died. My sisters both do. My father did for many, many years. He was like a chain smoker. My father smoked probably 4 or 5 packs a day until he finally quit. He had to because he had a quadruple bypass. The doctor said, quit or die. And he still was sneaking them out in the shop. Then my mother caught him, and my mother said, it's me or the cigarettes. Take your pick. I thought he would pick the cigarettes myself, but he picked her, I guess. But what she don't know is I used to buy them little Swisher Sweet cigars, and he used to love them things. And I didn't smoke them very often, but just once in a while when I was working on stuff in the studio, I'd fire up one of the Swisher Sweet cigars. I had a couple of packs of them there. I kept noticing I wasn't smoking them, and they were going down. One day he just grabbed one in front of me and lit it right up. And I'm like, what are you doing? Mom's going to come out here and catch you and kick my ass for letting you do that. He didn't believe it. One day she did come out. So what does he do? He puts it in front of me. Mom's like, are you smoking a cigar? And he just pointed at me. Mama looks in the ashtray, and I had a cigarette going in the ashtray and a cigar. And she's like, why are you smoking a cigarette and a cigar? I had to lie to my mother to protect my father and said, I had the cigar and I thought it went out, so I lit a cigarette up. And she just looked at me and goes, oh. And she looked at my father and walked out the door. I don't know if that was the end of it or not. Probably not. Well, don't be surprised if I start firing one up in here because it shouldn't offend anybody. You guys can't smell it. You may see me smoking one, but there's no kids in here or nothing like that. So I don't like having a nicotine fit while we're having a live. But I do try to be discreet about it with you guys. But when it's just you guys, I don't get that many views on the lives that I really have to be concerned about it because we don't get that many views. Maybe 7 or 8, 10 sometimes. Once in a while we'll get a few more, but that's usually when my grandkids come in, and they don't watch the next one anyway. And heck, I think most of my grandkids smoke too, the ones that are older, over 21. Well, YouTube would allow me anyway because I don't have for kids only. That's appropriate for kids. Kids can't come in here. They're not supposed to be able to come in here. I tried the vape. I didn't like it at all. Yeah, I know. I've seen some people smoking weed. I've seen some scratches I've seen randomly that were smoking a cigarette while they were. It didn't seem to bother anybody. And these guys, some of them had like 5, 10,000 subscribers at least, and they were doing a live. And I actually just went in, and they had like 100 people in there, 50, 100 people, and they're smoking. Nobody was saying a damn word. So I'm thinking, well, obviously it's just not that big of a deal. I think you scared Ken off. There's only one person here now. It's just you, I guess. Ken, wake up. Wake up, buddy. Come on. Wake up. It's time to get up. Time to get up, Ken. Nah, I'm sure they don't care about cigarettes. That's a personal choice, and they know it. It wouldn't do any good for them to say no anyway, because people just do it anyway. Wake up, Ken. What a crappy alarm clock. That was horrible. I need one of them ones that rings real loud. That's a good alarm clock. Thunder and lightning. Well, he's got to be here. He's just not answering. Oh, there he is. He finally woke up. Holy crap. It's about time. We've been trying to wake you up for 15 minutes now. Wow, what are you doing? You fell asleep, didn't you? Admit it. You fell asleep watching the phone. My God, Ken. You were supposed to help run the show tonight, Ken. You didn't even come on live like you were supposed to. Now I'm dry as a bone. I can hardly talk because I've been talking for an hour. Thanks a lot, buddy. Boo. Boo. Just think, Recon's going to be working, and it's probably going to end up being just me and you. I'll pull your butt up on here, and you can just talk into the dang phone and save me from typing, and you just save yourself from typing. We'll just sit here and talk about whatever. We'll talk about Recon while he's gone. That's what we're gonna do. If we say anything that's really bad about him, I'll just delete the video. Then he can't watch it. Oh, so you're gonna be here for a couple more weeks at least, then, huh? Well, that ruined our fun, Ken. We could have really ripped him up really good while he was gone. Pretty much ruined that. We could have shredded his life on YouTube. Well, that's good. At least you'll have a couple more weeks, and you'll still have your day shift, which you like anyway. So that probably doesn't hurt your feelings that much, I'm sure. I think tomorrow I'm going to piss off all my grandchildren. They probably won't speak to me ever again. I'm going to tell them all, every one of them, that I'm ashamed of them because they should be supporting their grandfather and logging their butt into my channel every night and supporting me to help me get people in here and get their friends in here and get other people in here. If they would do that, the 15 of them could bring at least two friends each, and get each one of those friends bring another friend with them. We'd have a fantastic live stream every single night. Don't you agree? We'd have about 75 people in here. Yeah, well, hopefully that'll work out for you, Recon. We just had a third person here for a second. They saw you were here, Recon, and they left. Or they saw Ken sleeping, one or the other. I'm not sure which. Watch this. I'm gonna fire one up. You watch. I'm gonna get one from Minnie. You watch this. Look at this, Minnie. Look, Minnie. What do you think of that, Minnie? That's right. I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on. Exactly. I'll bet money Minnie's gonna leave a comment because I did that. You watch. I'm gonna get the devil. Well, heck yeah. I'll come work for 4 hours for $200 if you're closer. I'd do that every day. That'd be a pretty good paycheck. Yeah, heck yeah. $50 an hour. Yeah, man. Oh, you're just kissing butt now. Oh, here we go. Here comes Recon. Oh yeah, he's gonna make it out like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We know how it is now. Okay. Every day you're not here, Minnie, I'm smoking a cigarette. Note I didn't say that I wouldn't when she was here. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a pretty good incentive for training. $50 an hour. I tell you what, I'll come up there. You train me and split the money with me. And I'll just come home. I thought that was a good plan. I'll get trained if something I'll never need to do, and then make $100, and you make $100, and that's it. You vape during the stream. Watch this. I recall watching news anchors on TV when I was a kid. We're talking early 60s. Of course, I was born in 56, but early 60s, I can still remember some. I remember seeing news anchors on TV smoking. Oh, here we go. Ken's going to jump in that bandwagon now. Oh, I see how it is now. I see how it is. Okay, Ken, we got your number. We'll write it down. Ken. Call nursing home for Ken. Guys with straight jackets. Actually, we're on overtime now anyway. I guess that's as good as excuse as any. Of course, I could be devious and cut out the last part of the stream. Should never know. Number 43. Is that going to be your room number at the nursing home? 43? No problem. We can write on a piece of paper, number 43, Ken. Ken, didn't you used to smoke before too? Or do you still smoke? I asked you that a while ago, but I think you were sleeping. I tried to wake you up, but you didn't budge. Kim's still alive. Nice. Yeah. Only because I wanted to aggravate Recon some more, and I'm actually aggravating Minnie right now. She's not here, but I'm aggravating her because I'm smoking online. She gave me the devil once because I lit up a cigarette without realizing that I didn't leave. I didn't end the broadcast, and she gave me the devil. You just ended your stream. How did it go? How many people did you get? If you got more than two people, you did better than me. And we were just talking about people smoking online. I see people smoking online on in streams all the time. And then Recon reminded me that he's seeing people smoking pot while they're online in live streams. You got two? Well, that's more than me. I just had Recon. Ken was sleeping. We had to keep waking him up. I actually can on YouTube. I can send out a advanced notice that I'm going to have a stream before I actually post the stream up and give people two notices. I probably should maybe should try that. See if it works. You were sleeping, Ken. You can't fool us. We were talking to you, and you wouldn't even answer. You was like, and you admitted falling asleep before. We know. You let the cat out of the bag. We know you were sleeping before. Probably a couple of times. It's been a couple of times I'd ask you something, Ken. It'd be a long time. I'm gonna go to myself. I'm thinking, oh crap, you fell asleep again. Believe me, there's been a few times I wanted to fall asleep while I was doing the live stream, and dang near did once or twice. That's why I got these glasses that glare so much you can't see my eyes. I can close them and just talk. Take a little nap while I'm chatting with you guys. Ever wonder why that you don't understand what the heck I'm even talking about? That's why. Just stop rambling on. And tonight of all night is the night that I could use some coffee. Being up all night last night, all day today with a 1 hour nap. Tonight's the night that I really could have used some coffee out here. One dude was sleeping in a stream. I didn't get a notification tonight either that I know of. There was somebody else that was doing a stream. I can't remember who it was. Somebody told me about it. And the guy had like 30 people in there and literally fell asleep on camera. And people sat there watching him. I guess they had nothing better to do for like a half an hour or an hour or more, watching the guy sleep, talking about him while he's sleeping, of course. Of course, probably was hilarious to them. You know, he probably maybe fell on the floor eventually or something. I don't know. I remember somebody talking about it. Oh, that's right, too. He streams on Twitch. That's why you didn't get a notice. All right, guys, I brought it about 15 minutes over time. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut her down and await my response from Minnie. She's going to give me the devil, I bet you. I might have to do a different Swamp Witch Minnie song. I don't know which one. Anyway, you guys all have a good night. Good chatting with you. Hopefully, we'll get some more people in the next time. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And we'll most likely see you tomorrow night, unless this internet decides to crap out again. Hopefully not. So y'all have a good night, guys. Take care. Good night.